What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on the Justice League movie. So we all know we're getting the Justice League movie in November, on the 17th of November, and we all know the Flashpoint movie was confirmed at San Diego Comic-Con to be the first solo movie for Ezra Miller's version of Barry Allen, The Flash, which is very odd. But what is interesting is that movie will be post Justice League. So could the Justice League 2 movie actually be Flashpoint solo movie, but could it really be Justice League 1.5? What I'm saying is, could the Flashpoint movie be the Justice League movie 1.5, as in the second Justice League movie won't come until post Flashpoint? So the biggest mystery in the comic book world isn't who is Thanos going to kill in Infinity War. Well, it could be, but currently it's how is Superman going to return to the Justice League. So I think I've come across some information, guys. Just take it with a pinch of salt. It's not factual. I'm just asking you a question, guys. Is this true? How could Superman actually return? So could the Flash run back in time in order to save Superman from ever being killed from Doomsday? Okay, technically he wasn't killed, but he's like in a state of kind of, he needs regenerating, he needs charging up. So we all know Superman is coming back to the Justice League. Well, okay guys, sorry, it's spoiler alert if you don't know that, but you should know that. I mean, they released a Funko Pop for Superman as part of the Justice League promotion, so it's a bit obvious. So what's really interesting option could be Barry Allen runs back in time to save Superman from ever being killed from Doomsday. But Warstu, what do you mean? What do I actually mean? I don't mean Barry Allen runs back in time, but I mean Barry Allen runs back in time to bring back Superman from another timeline to help the League defeat Steppenwolf. Interesting, that could work. They wouldn't actually be able to defeat Steppenwolf without Superman, because we all know Superman is the OP, and if this happens, this would cause Flashpoint, which, if you haven't read the comics, is an alternate timeline where Barry Allen's mother is alive, because obviously everyone knows that Ebar Thorne reverse Flash killed her and Henry Allen kind of got blamed for it, and where Thomas Wayne is actually Batman and Bruce Wayne is dead, where Martha's the Joker, etc. So this could be backed up by the nightmare scene where Ezra Miller, the Flash, Barry Allen is warning Bruce Wayne of a world that is basically destroyed because of Darkseid, but I guess we're going to have to say Steppenwolf because we don't actually know if Darkseid is going to be in it. And then he went on to say, am I too late? Am I too early? I'm too early. Find us, Bruce. You need to find us. So that was the premise of how Bruce Wayne formed the Justice League, because of that nightmare sequence, which has to come up during the Justice League movie, because if it doesn't, then there's no continuity, and because Zack Snyder actually added that scene in whilst he was going through the early stages of writing and pre-production for the Justice League movie, it's gonna have to have some tie-over. But that's not the only option. This could be caused also by the Justice League failing to beat Steppenwolf, his parademons without Superman. The whole league is being destroyed apart from the Flash. The Flash gets so angry that he runs into the Speed Force and ends up in another timeline, and he basically brings Superman back to help the League defeat Steppenwolf. So that's essentially what I said. Now the other option is basically the same thing, but he runs back to the Batman vs Superman timeline, or to the Batman vs Superman timeline, and helps Superman stop Doomsday without Superman being killed, in order for him to help them take out Steppenwolf in the future when the time is right. And we all know, due to kind of Zack Snyder saying that the reason that he's got the strongest connection to Speed Force is to make the TV show version, Grant Gustin version of Barry Allen, different to Ezra Miller's version of Barry Allen, because we all know that Grant Gustin's version doesn't really have a strong connection to Speed Force, whereas Ezra Miller's version has the strongest Speed Force connection. So he could very well be fast enough to run that far back in time to save Superman, and that could be the reason how Superman returns to the Justice League. Barry Allen runs back and gets in time, but The only option with this is recently it was revealed that Barry Allen inside the Justice League movie is still a student, and isn't a CSI. If anyone's read the comics, you know Barry Allen got his powers from lightning striking him when he was a CSI. A recent event in Philippines revealed that Barry Allen, aka The Flash, is still going to college whilst the events of Justice League were taking place. Which is kind of interesting because I'll overlay an image now. You can see if you zoom in that it says Barry Allen is an excessively energetic student attending Central City College where he studies criminal science. So he's technically studying to be a CSI, but as Zack Snyder wants to make he's pulling from the New 52. You can tell from the suit that he is definitely pulling from the New 52. So I don't expect the Flash origin story to be the exact same as the kind of most generic version of how Barry Allen got his speed. So could I be right? Is this how Superman is going to return? So if this is right, Superman won't return as evil. Superman will just return with Barry Allen as the whole league is destroyed and he's got no other option than to run back in time and save Superman from ever being killed. But only technically Barry Allen would know this, because when they come back to the present day, he would have never disappeared, but he would only reappear back where the League are taken on Steppenwolf. I guess there's kind of bits, there are a bit of flaws in this. There's some flaws here and there, but I think it would be a cool option if they were to use that in order to set up the Flashpoint movie, or do something along these lines where Barry Allen's running back in time to change something to help him take out the parademons, to help him stop Apocalypse being like terraformed into Earth, and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, guys, this is a quick video on how Superman could return, and I'm going to title it something like Superman's return is due to the Flash revealed ? But guys, I'm just asking the question. I'm not saying it's factual, and that's why I put the question marks. Anyway, guys, we've got up to 5,000 subscribers, which is freaking awesome, guys. Now we've got to get up to 10,000, and that'd be really cool. And let's aim for 10,000 by the end of the year. So anyway, guys, if you like this kind of video, please like, subscribe and comment, as that would be awesome. And I will catch you in another video as long as you hit that notification squad button down below. Join Team Warstu, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.